Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurmunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaham. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, Hare Krishna, dear devotees, thank you so much for joining today. So today we will be discussing chapter 7 from the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, which is, entitled uh, as Killing of the Demon Trunavruta. But in this chapter, Krishna kills two demons. The Shakatasur, that is the cart demon, and Trunavarta, the demon that came in the form of whirlwind. So two demons were killed by Krishna in this chapter. So this is chapter 7. In the previous chapter, we had seen how Krishna had delivered Putana by sucking the poison, by sucking the life air of Putana, and he had awarded her a motherly position, or a position of a nurse who would help Mother Yashoda in the spiritual world. So such is the mercy shown by Krishna to the she demon. And Shukadeva Goswami gave a benediction in the previous chapter that just by hearing, especially the pastime of killing of Putana, one will develop attraction for Govinda. That is the benediction that Shukadeva Goswami gives, and he says that if the demonness, who came to kill Krishna was awarded, a motherly position in the spiritual world, what to speak of devotees, what to speak of cows, what to speak of gopis. So always render loving devotional service unto Krishna. So saying that they can attain a better position in the spiritual world. Mm. So after that, so Parikshit Maharaj here, uh, so in this chapter, he says that, mm, "O my Lord Shukdev Goswami, all the various activities exhibited by the incarnations of the Supreme Personality of Godhead are certainly pleasing to hear and the mind." Uh, so the activities that Lord performs through various incarnations, is certainly very much um, pleasing to the ears and to the mind. Uh, Simply by one's hearing of these activities, the dirty things in one's mind immediately vanish. Mm. And generally, people are reluctant to hear about the activities of the Lord, but Krishna's childhood activities are so attractive that they are automatically pleasing to the mind and ear. Mm. So, childhood activities of Krishna are so sweet. Uh, Everybody would like to hear, and they are very pleasing to the ear and mind. And when we hear these childhood activities of Krishna, um, uh, we actually um, detach from the material things. Our attachment to the material things will be vanquished, mm, and gradually we develop devotional service onto the Lord. Mm. Um, so, and then after saying this, he's basically glorifying um, here, glorifying, you know, the potency of hearing Krishna's activities. Uh, so he said that they are very, very pleasing to the ear and mind. Who would neglect to hear? Everybody likes to hear. They're so sweet. When they hear, their material attachment will be destroyed. And then they can develop love for Krishna. And then after saying this, here he makes a very wonderful point. If you think it fit, kindly speak about those activities of the Lord. Here we can see his humility. If I'm, fit to if you think that I'm fit to receive this message, then you may speak about the activities of the Lord. Very humble. So we are reading Prabhupada Leelamrita these days, and devotees Prabhupada was in his last days in Vrindavan. Uh, so devotees were reading Krishna book, devotees were reading Srimad Bhagavatam. So I think sometimes we have this question that how do I develop love for Krishna? I have so much. Devotees ask sometimes a genuine question that I have a lot of attachment for material things, but how do I develop attachment for Krishna? The message is simple, that we have to hear more and more. That is the message Parikshit Maharaj says, and that's the message that is given in the Srimad Bhagavatam. And the mood of devotees is that they don't think that they are qualified to hear. They very humble, Parikshit Maharaj. Mm. And just like Parikshit Maharaj heard Bhagavatam 7 days and 7 nights without taking a sip of water and not eating anything. Similarly, Prabhupada in his last days, he had requested devotees to constantly read Bhagavatam, read Krishna book, and perform kirtan. They've been doing it constantly. Prabhupada had given up all the endeavors to be cured by taking the so-called medicine, modern medicine, or even Ayurvedic medicine. Prabhupada had given that up completely. He said the best medicine is Bhagavatam. Let me take that. Mm. So we see similarities between Prabhupada and Parikshit Maharaj. Uh, so Parikshit Maharaj was very, very eager to hear. Prabhupada was also very eager to hear. And what does it tell? Simply we have to just make some time for, to hear Krishna Katha. Mm. So please describe other pastimes of Krishna. Mm. He imitated like a human child. Uh, they're all wonderful activities. Shukadeva Goswami then started narrating this pastime of killing of the caught demon. So Krishna, when he turned 3 months old, uh, so he turned around. This is a milestone, one of the milestones, and especially when the mothers see, they feel so happy that my child is making progress. So, and this ceremony in the Vedic literature, in Vedic custom, there is a ceremony for every every little thing. Mm. This is called Uttana. Mm. So basically, child turns around. Mm. Usually, children are lying on their back and the tummy is up. Uh, but it turns around. When the child turns around, it is called Uttana. Mm. Uh, so, Mother Yashoda, so when Krishna was born, that ceremony was observed by Nanda Maharaj mainly, Nandotsav. Mm. Nanda Maharaj took the lead of leading that ceremony. But here, this ceremony, Uttana, was led by Mother Yashoda and the elderly gopis. Mm. So, in that ceremony, Krishna was bathed very nicely, and then he had Mother Yashoda had decorated Krishna and put him nice clothes, red clothes, um, and and it is also the day of the there was a conjunction of the moon with the constellation of Rohini. Same nakshatra. Krishna was born in the Rohini nakshatra, so it is the same muhurta, same time. And that time, Brahmanas came and they were chanting the Vedic hymns, and the great, ceremony was taking place. Mm. Um, so Mother Yashoda received Brahmanas, worshipped them, and then, as a custom, give them ample food, grains, eatables, cows, um, and so like that, uh, some dakshina it is called. Mm. You offer some gifts to the brahmanas. So, and that time, Mother Yashoda saw that the child was sleepy. Baby Krishna was sleepy. So she lay down Krishna under the cot. There was a cradle actually. In that cradle, Krishna was put to sleep by Mother Yashoda, and this was underneath the cot. Mm. Um, So I can, connect to this in villages. Many times, when the weather is sunny, sometimes we just go and sit underneath the bullock cart. There were many times we did that. So, and this cart was fully loaded with utensils, big utensils. Uh, so Mother Yashoda was, absorbed, in celebrating the ceremony, uh, busy receiving guests, worshipping them, and so she could not hear the child was crying. uh, and at that time, child Krishna, he wanted to drink the breast milk of Mother Yashoda and angrily threw his legs upwards. Children, they just threw their legs upwards, soft legs, 3 month old. Mm. And this, with his legs, soft sole, he touched the cart, and the cart completely, and cart completely got collapsed. Mm. It turned over violently and got completely collapsed. Uh, the wheels were separated from the axle, the hub, the spokes fell apart, and got completely broke down. There were many utensils. They all scattered, here and there. So it is said that uh, you know uh, this is a demon actually entered in the into the cart to come and to come there to kill Krishna. So Garga Samhita, uh, it tells us that the identity of this personality. So his name is Utkacha. He was son of Hiranyaksha. Hmm? He had a huge body and he was very, very powerful, and he was very proud of his strength and material, you know, good quality. And, he became very proud of his strength. So once this Utkacha, son of Hiranyaksha, went to the hermitage of a sage named Lomasha. Lomasha has a very long life, very, very long life. I think at the day of every Brahma's day, at the end of every Brahma's day, he would lose one hair from his body, something like that. Um, um, so, uh, and then Utkacha started breaking the trees there, being popped up because of his strong body. He was just not caring for these trees and just uh, breaking. Uh, so, seeing this unnecessary disturbance, um, Lomasha sage uh, cursed him that, "O evil-hearted one, you become bodiless. You are proud of your body, bodily strength, and simply, unnecessarily, you're, you're breaking these trees. You become bodiless. This is what I curse." Uh, Um, so, but when Utkacha um, requested, fell at the feet of Loma Sharuchi, and please forgive me and give me a body. Lomasha became very pacified, and he said that you will be delivered by Lord Krishna's foot. So this demon, he became a ghost. Sometimes some people say that he has got an invisible body made up of air. So, anyway, he was invisible. He was living in an invisible form. Mm. So, like a ghost, subtle body. So, and he could speak, and sometimes others can hear. So, he came in touch with Kamsa. Kamsa advised him to go and kill Krishna, baby Krishna, and he came to this Uttana ceremony. And because Krishna was sleeping underneath the cot, so he entered into the cot. Mm. So the ghosts, um, those who ghosts do not have the gross body, they have to enter into another gross body to fulfill their desires. Mm. So, and then slowly coming down, the wheels were going into the uh, earth, and with his, heavy weight, like this demon was slowly pushing the cart into the ground, and so that he wants to just collapse on Krishna. But in the meantime, Krishna, with his little foot, he just touched the cart. Mm. uh, you know, mm, yeah. And that time the court got collapsed and the demon got liberated. And it is said that, he attained the spiritual world. Um, Here we can see that, for subduing Bali Maharaj, um, Krishna took a gigantic form as Trivikrama. uh, and to kill Hiranyakashipu, Lord took the gigantic form of Nrsimhadev. Uh, and to kill Hiranyaksha, Lord took the form of Varaha, who was very, very gigantic. It is said that, the one, if you collect the waters from all the ocean, you can't even fill the one skin pore of Varahadev. So that's how huge the body of Varahadev was. But here, Krishna did not take any gigantic form. Uh, and imagine how soft his feet must have been 3 month old. With that, you know, little jerk, little kick, little touch, he collapsed. He killed the demon, and he had shown such a great mercy of delivering this demon and awarding him in the spiritual world. Mm. Um, so So when the ladies, when they saw this, they were a little bit shocked and surprised and wondered how the cart was broken. How the cart got collapsed. They did not see that uh, Krishna touched the cart with his feet, with his foot. So they were thinking some ghost, something, some bad planet had entered the court, that had broken, and some or other, by the mercy of the Lord, Krishna was saved. But the little children who observed Krishna when he was doing this, they actually told Nanda Baba and Yashoda Maya and other gopis, no, 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 actually Krishna touched with his feet and the cart broke, but they thought that, this is childish. Um, um, of course, they have to be in that mood. They always think Krishna to be an ordinary child. This is the effect of Yoga Maya, so that the um, the rasa uh, will take place. The relation as a mother and a child, or a parent and child, will take place. If they think Krishna to be there, Krishna to be the supreme lord, the mood and the relationship will be spoiled. Mm. So eventually the coward men, they assembled the court, and so and then Mother Yashoda invited brahmanas, and they've chanted the mantras, thinking that some bad evil or bad planet has entered. And um, always whenever there is a danger, Mother Yashoda invites brahmanas, and they chant the mantras, the special mantras to protect Krishna. Hmm? So after that, Mother Yashoda fed Krishna her breast milk, and then so Vedic hymns were chanted, and you know, yeah, and there was a fire sacrifice was also performed to appease the bad effect. uh, um, so this is what they did. Even the ritualistic ceremony was sacrifice was performed. Mm. So Nanda Maharaj this time also gave so many gifts to the brahmanas who came to do this uh, special puja or worship to counteract the bad effect on Krishna. So he gave cows fully decorated with garments, flower garlands were offered, and golden necklaces. Um, um, so the brahmanas accepted them you know, accepted them and offered the blessings to whole family and to Krishna also. Uh, So this is about the Shakatasura. In Sanskrit, Shakata is also called cart or the wheel sometimes. Um, yeah, um, so that's why he's called Shakatasura. Asura means we all know the demon. And so Bhaktivinoda Thakur, what does he say about this demon? So this demon um, represents the lethargy. Let me bring up here. So this Shakatasura, the cart demon, represents lethargy, dullness, and the old bad habits. Hmm? It symbolizes the heavy burden of carrying repetitive material routines and carrying baggage from both past and present lives. Mm. So basically, we are carrying so many bad habits from this life and the past life, and mm, so including lethargy and dullness. This particular demon, Shakatasura, represents those bad habits in us that we have been, and there's a big load actually. They are big load upon us, and so by hearing this pastime, uh, so that particular anartha, unwanted thing, will be destroyed. uh, So this is the blessing of our Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Mm. Lethargy, dullness, and the old bad habits. So we have been carrying this from the uh, past and present life. So that's the benediction given by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And next, Shukadeva Goswami describes the pastime of killing of the Trunavarta, the wind, the whirlwind demon. So let's see. So one day, Mother Yashoda was feeding Krishna breast milk, and while he was in her lap, she felt very heavy. The child appeared very heavy, heavier than a mountain peak. Uh, Um, and she could no longer bear his weight. Hmm. Um, as heavy as the entire universe. So she felt again like she was very anxious. She thought that child was attacked by some other ghost or demon. Immediately, Mother Yashoda put the child down and began to think of Narayana. So she called for the Brahmanas to counteract this heaviness, and then she engaged her household chores. Hmm? Um, so Prabhupada writes actually in the purport, um, why did Krishna do this? Prabhupada writes that Krishna knew that there is this demon Trunavrata is going to come in the form of whirlwind, and he wanted to be separated from Mother Yashoda so that the demon can carry him away, not disturbing Mother Yashoda. Hmm. So that is the reason Prabhupada writes here in the purport. Um, hmm, so that's the reason Krishna became so heavy, and he's also preparing for to kill the whirlwind demon Trunavrata. Hmm. Um, so and in Gokula, everywhere there was, because of this whirlwind, the dust was raising everywhere. A strong whirlwind covered everyone's vision, and began vibrating everywhere with greatly fearful sound. Uh, uh, you know, it was covering the whole pasturing ground, and eventually, came and took Krishna away. Uh, and Mother Yashoda could not find her son anywhere. Mm. Um, so people could not see, everywhere there was dust. Nobody knew what was happening exactly. It was kind of created an illusion because the dust covered everywhere because of the strong whirlwind. Uh, so Mother Yashoda could not find any trace of Krishna, nor could she understand where he was. Um, and she just fell onto the ground. She lost consciousness. Oh, I can't see my son. My son had been taken away. Just the example is given, the cow who has lost her calf. So she began to lament. Uh, um, so the gopis were also, you know, uh, supporting Mother Yashoda. They also very much aggrieved. They joined Mother Yashoda in crying, their eyes full of tears. And hmm, so this was a demon, Trunavarta. And he took Krishna with in the form of whirlwind, he carried Krishna into the sky, very high in the sky. And when Krishna became so simply, what did Krishna do? Krishna became so heavy. Mm. So when Krishna became heavier, then the demon had to stop his force and could go no further. So simply becoming heavier, nothing. Didn't do anything. In the previous pastime, Krishna touched the caught demon with his foot. That's it. Caught got collapsed, and the demon got delivered. Here, he simply became heavier, and the demon could not bear the weight. He was going up and up. Krishna sometimes allow initially, you know, so that the pastime would take place. Hmm? So if he just kills like that with one slap or like that, so there is no fun. Sometimes Krishna allows the pastime to take place. So Krishna allowed the demon carry him into high up in the sky, and then he became so heavy, and demon had to stop uh, and could not go any further because of Krishna's heavy weight. Um, and Trunavruta, he felt like there was a heavy load of mountain on him. Mm. And Krishna, what did Krishna do? He caught hold of demon's neck. He could not throw Krishna down. He could not throw Krishna down. Uh, Krishna would have, fallen from that height on the ground if demon would have pushed him away. But Krishna just held demon's neck so tight, so he could not throw him off. So the only way is that he had to come down. He fell on the ground and died. The demon died. Krishna was happily playing on the body of this demon. Uh, so this demon actually fell onto a big slab of stone. His limbs dislocated as if he had been pierced by the arrows. So gopis immediately picked up Krishna um, and delivered him free from all inauspiciousness to Mother Yashoda. Um, So, although Krishna was taken into the sky and he was unhurt, nothing happened. Just in the case of Putana, also, the Putana had to run into the pasturing grounds. Hmm? Um, when she assumed her gigantic body consisting of 12 miles, she had to run, and nothing happened to Krishna. So, here also, nothing happened. Hmm. So Nanda Maharaj, Mother Yashoda, gopis were very, very happy. Uh, uh, so Nanda Maharaj, he always says this, repeatedly says this. We must previously have performed austerities for a very long time, worshipped the Supreme Personality of Godhead, performed pious activities for public life, constructing public roads and wells, and also given charity, as a result of which this boy, although faced with death, has returned to give happiness to his relatives. So Nanda Maharaj always says this, we have done something good in the previous life. As a result of that, Krishna was saved. This is how he feels. Um, So, and on another day, after this, one day Mother Yashoda, having taken Krishna up and placed him on her lap, was feeding him milk from her breast with affection, maternal affection. Um, So the child was drinking it. Um, mm. So when the child was almost finished drinking the milk, Yashoda was touching him and looking at his beautiful, brilliantly smiling face. And the baby yawned, and Mother Yashoda saw in his mouth the whole sky, the higher planetary system, the earth, the luminaries in all directions, the sun, the moon, fire, air, seas, islands, mountains, rivers, forests, and all kinds of living and moving and non-moving entities. When Mother Yashoda saw the whole universe within the mouth of Krishna, um, and she began to throb and astonished, uh, and she wanted to close her eyes. So Krishna showed the entire universe um, to Mother Yashoda. Let me read the purport. By the arrangements of Yogamaya, Krishna's pastimes with Mother Yashoda were all regarded as ordinary. So, because of the Yogamaya, she uh, thought ordinary. So, here was an opportunity for Krishna to show his mother that the whole universe is situated within him. In his small form, Krishna was kind enough to show his mother Virat Rupa, the universal form, so that she could enjoy seeing what kind of child she had on her lap. The rivers have been mentioned here as the daughters of the mountains. It is the flowing of the rivers that makes the big forest possible. There are living entities everywhere, some of them moving and some of them not moving. No place is vacant. This is a special feature of God's creation. Because of our maternal love, Yashoda thought this was wonderful child playing so many tricks. Must have had some disease. She did not appreciate the wonders shown by Krishna. Rather, she wanted to close her eyes. Mm. She was expecting another danger, and therefore her eyes became restless like those of a deer club. This was all arrangements of Yogamaya. The relationship between Mother Yashoda and Krishna is one of the pure maternal love. In that love, Mother Yashoda did not very much appreciate the display of the Supreme Personality of Godhead opulences. So, so in this way, Krishna demonstrated many activities in the house of Nanda Maharaja in Vraja. So why is he doing this? To increase the transcendental pleasure of the Gopas and Gopis. So Parikshit Maharaj requested Shukadeva Goswami to continue speaking such narrations about the pastimes of Krishna so that the king could enjoy the transcendental bliss. So with that, this chapter concludes. In the last section, Prabhupada writes in his purports that Krishna wanted to show Mother Yashoda that what kind of child she was, raising up or she was bringing up. But as a, yeah, that's why Krishna had shown this universal form, all the planetary system to Mother Yashoda in his mouth. But yet Yashoda thought this was some kind of Krishna had some disease, or that's why he's having some tricks, or some evil planet has entered, evil things like that. She was thinking, and so she always thought Krishna to be an ordinary child. Uh, So this is very important for the pastimes to continue and the rasa to exhibit. As a mother, she always thinks Krishna to be an ordinary child. Uh, so in the beginning of this chapter, Sukadeva Goswami describes the deliverance of the court demon Shekatasura. In the past life, he was uh, Utkacha, a son of Hiranyaksha, who was cursed by Lomasha, a sage Lomasa, and who was wandering without a gross body. And then he entered this court and tried to kill Krishna, but Krishna, with simply with his touch of with his foot, soft foot, Krishna delivered Utkacha. Um, he did not took a gigantic form like Vaman Dev or Narsingh Dev or Varahadev, but is in his baby form only. He delivered this big demon, and so we understands, like Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, that this Shaktasura, the court demon, represents lethargy, dullness, and old bad habits we are carrying. That's like a baggage that we are carrying from the present and past lives. By hearing this pastime, this anartha, this particular demon exists in us. All the bad habits, they are like demon. Lethargy, dullness, and the bad habits in us, they are like that caught demon. And when we hear, Krishna kills that demon in us. So what about Trunavruta? He represents false intellectual pride. Sometimes we read scriptures, we know so much, we can put forward arguments, we can use logic, and as a result of that, we become falsely proud. Trunavarta represents this aspect, false intellectual pride. So Krishna, when we hear this pastime, Krishna killing Trunavrata, Krishna enters and kills that particular demon within us. So we also can beg that Krishna, please kill that demon within us. So with that, we will end our discussion here. If anybody has any questions or any comments, any realizations, any thoughts, they can do so. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. This
Thank
isn't
you.
really a spiritual thought, but it did come through my mind, so I'll share it with you if I may. When we were children, we used to watch different programs like Watch Your Mother and different things, but there was a program called Jackanory, which was Tell Us a Story, and it just went through my mind. Wouldn't it be amazing, because you're, describing to us and telling the story, if that had been done for the children or could be done? I know this day and age is very far from when I grew up in the 60s, but just that repetition of reading the lovely Krishna stories to children, I just thought how wonderful that would have been. Hare Krishna.
It's
Thank you.
actually, you are right. We should tell all these, stories to our children. And there are some authors, they had written books in a simpler form, so that we can narrate. So actually, we have so much literature for that suits all ages. So we can use and we can actually utilize them properly. Yes, we should. Prabhupada said actually every day night before go to bed, read Krishna book. Thank you for sharing that. Yes,
Good, good.
Usha Mataji. Hamsini Mata, you wanted to say more?
No, just to say thank you. It's very beautiful. It's just, yeah, I have seen the children's books, and you're absolutely right, because just to be able to go to sleep with those wonderful thoughts in your head, just so amazing. Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Usha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Just one clarification. The card demon, it represents dullness, lethargy, and what's the other one?
Bad habits.
Bad habits. And the other thing was, when you said that Krishna showed Mother Yashoda in his mouth the whole universe and everything. So did this happen twice? Because I remember when Krishna had eaten dust. So is it twice that he showed Mother Yashoda the universe?
I think so, but yeah, so let me check that. Actually, I can confirm. Yeah, I think so, Mataji, 2 times, yes.
Okay, right. Thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Yeah, so that time when Balram complained to Mother Yashoda, so that time Krishna, that's at the Brahmanda Ghat. In Vrindavan, it's called Brahmanda Ghat, where Krishna had shown the Brahmanda. So Krishna ate the mud. So, and where, if you go there, they also give you a ball of mud for, so that you can taste a little bit of Vrindavan dust. Yeah, 2 times, Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes, Lokeshwar Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Very wonderful session today. Prabhuji, small silly doubt. So these are all demons like Putana, Sikatashura, and Trinavrita all sent by Kamsa, right? So, but after these demons were killed, doesn't he make any inquiries like why? What is the reason behind this?
Lokeshwar was not there to advise him, educate him. Yeah, so he had his hope. He had hope. He makes inquiries. He thinks that there is another way that Krishna can be killed. Yeah, he never stops, isn't it? You are absolutely right. You should understand that this gigantic Putana got killed. This Shakatasura got killed. Punavrata got killed. What is the point? You should realize. But he doesn't. He doesn't.
He is agenda driven, isn't it? His only agenda is to kill Krishna. So,
he had hope. He had hope, Prabhu. See, we can learn one lesson also from him, that we should also, if we are failing in devotion, we are not able to achieve success. We should learn that, maybe endeavor again. One day we will become better. So like that. He had hope. Okay, maybe Trunavrata not killed, maybe another demon, Keshi demon would kill, or Vatsasur would kill. Like that. He had loads of demons in his possession. They all need to be delivered by Krishna. So Kamsa is helping. Kamsa is helping all of them. Yeah, good question. Good question.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Savitri Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much for the nice session today. I just wanted to ask if the person has got that characteristics of car demon, like lethargy, dullness, and all those in real life, like if a child or a person, how can we bring them back to normal characteristics, like a normal behavior without that dullness, and just to be enthusiastic, active, like how can we bring them back?
Yeah, so here Bhaktivinoda Thakur basically, he assigned a particular unwanted quality in us to a demon. He's expert Mahabhagavat. So he could assign, like, for Putana, it was Purutana represents a false guru, pseudo guru. And Shakatasur represents this lethargy and bad habits, dullness, etc. So your point was that how can a lethargic person can be brought to behave in a better way?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
if that person doesn't hear about
So
like
Mataji,
God,
there is firstly, if you want to give a medicine to someone, the person should willing to accept the medicine.
yeah.
If he's so
That's right.
lazy and not willing to accept the medicine, can you do anything? It's very difficult. So there should be endeavor from that person.
Yeah.
But so in our movement, we always say that prasadam works better. It does wonders. So we are always told that Prabhupada always advised give some prasadam. If they realize that I have this bad quality, I want to improve, then there is many things can be done.
Yeah.
But if they are not willing to overcome or willing to actually, they don't have any willingness to become better, nobody can help, but prasadam can help. Prasadam, feed them some prasadam. That is the most important thing.
Yeah. Yes,
Can we do anything else? Try to bring them to the temple. But if they're lazy, not sure if they can come to temple. Yeah, so do small tricks,
Yes, sir.
Yes, prasadam will be a very important thing, and always if they get the association of saintly people, that would do magic. Little give them little sukruti, like bringing them to temple, bringing them to the association of devotees, bringing them to festivals. Sometimes people like festivals. People like dramas, people like Abhishek, people like Kirtans, providing, the Ratha Yatra sometimes. So giving them an opportunity, giving them Sukruti, you need to give them Sukruti. Or simply, put this Hare Krishna radio in their room. Just, Prabhupada radio, you have Prabhupada radio, goes on Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Yes,
Maybe somewhere close, give them some opportunity.
Okay. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Grandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanandi, Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you for a nice class. Hare Krishna, everyone.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.